Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another ultimate review by PureCast9. In this episode, I'm going to give you the most in-depth and unbiased review of the Mivi Octave 3. So Mivi, I don't think needs any introduction. They are quite popular in the market of Bluetooth speakers. And today I have with me the Mivi Octave 3, which is this guy right here. It is their latest Bluetooth speaker. Now, as I always say, if you do enjoy watching my content and my reviews, then please consider smashing that like button and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And after watching this review, if you do decide to pick up this speaker for yourself, kindly do so using the link of the speaker given in the description below. Trust me, it's not going to cost you anything extra. You have my word on that, but you guys will be helping me run this channel and produce more such high quality and helpful content just for you guys. All right, so the unboxing experience. So comes in this rather nice, slick looking box and nothing too fancy about it. Now, once you open the box, you're greeted with the warranty card, a welcome note, the user manual, a USB-C to USB-A charging cable, a 3.5mm to 3.5mm audio jack, and of course the Mivi Octave 3 speaker itself. All right, so in terms of the build, this, they say, is all metal all around, and I can approve of that. So this whole body right here is in fact metal. So they say it's aircraft grade aluminum. So there's no way for me to verify that, but the metal, the cold feel of it at least feels nice, and it's not too heavy, doesn't feel too dense, but doesn't feel cheap as well. Now on the top over here and the bottom, you have your passive radiators, which are kind of very satisfying to press on, but I would suggest you don't do that. And at the back of this, you have this strip here, which houses all your multifunction buttons. So you have the volume rocker, which also serves as the skip track button. You have the play pause button, for which you can also use to answer and end your calls and summon your voice assistant. And you have the power button, and you have a flap here. And inside that flap, you have the USB-C port and the audio or the aux port. All right, so first let's get the specs out of the way. So the Mivi Octave 3 is a 16 watt RMS speaker, which comes with Bluetooth version 5. It's got a IPX7 water and dust resistance. They call it waterproof. It's also got a inbuilt microphone. It's got a playback time of 8 hours at 70% volume, and they don't mention what the battery capacity is. It also has true wireless stereo, so you can buy two of these, pair them together and get true left and right channel separation. And collectively you get 32 watts of RMS output, which is considerably loud if you need that kind of volume. And they say it's got 360-degree sound. Now let's get into the main thing, which is my verdict on how it performed in my testing. And at the end of the episode, you're going to get the sound test, where I'm going to play one track at max volume. So you guys listen, form your judgment, and let me know in the comments below what you guys think, how it sounds. But now let me tell you what I think about the sound. So if you're an existing viewer, you know that I never just say it's got good sound or bad sound. Well, obviously I give you that verdict, but I delve deeper and tell you in detail that whenever I judge a speaker, I judge it based on the three main frequencies that broadly make up any sound that you hear: the highs, the mids, and the lows. Highs, where the really sharp sounding instruments are, the mids, where the vocals lie, and the lows, or the bass, which we all love. So starting off with the highs, well, at max volume, I found that there was no distortion in the highs, which is always welcome because most of the time speakers get the highs wrong and there is crackling and distortion. So there was none of those. But it wasn't the best or the richest quality highs that I've heard. So while they're audible, but they're not the most sharp or the most rich highs that I've heard. So it's distortion free, but it's average. Now talking about the mid frequencies or the vocals. Now at max volume, I found that any instrument or vocals that falls into that spectrum of the mid frequencies, they do at times suffer from distortion. So there is a bit of muffling that happens, and that kind of gets distracting. And it also sometimes eats up a bit of the highs. So it kind of interferes with the other frequency, not that clear, doesn't have the richness. The three frequencies, the highs, mids, and lows, they kind of sound very muffled and punched and mixed together, not really separate. So mids were disappointing. especially because there was distortion and sometimes vocals in the background would also get muffled by the low end or the bass. So not really good vocals. All right, so now let's talk about the low end or the bass. So they say it's got like shockingly good bass, and obviously that's marketing. The bass was okay. Wasn't really mind-boggling, nothing that's going to really rattle your table and make you go like, wow, this bass is really good. No, the bass was adequate at best. The bass was also muddy at max volume, so not the cleanest, not the deepest, not the richest bass that I've heard. It's not absent by any means, but like I said, the three frequencies kind of feel like they are mashed together. There is very less separation. So this is obviously me being really harsh so that you guys get a clear picture of what you can expect if you get this speaker. It's loud, but it's not got the finesse that, well, you would want from it. Now, I'm not saying it's bad, but it's not great by any means. So yeah, the bass, the mids, the highs, while you do get to listen to them, apart from the high frequencies that have no distortion or crackling, the mids or the vocals and the bass or the low end did have muffling, did have a bit of muddiness, and it wasn't great by any means. So the sound of the Mivi Octave 3 is average at best. I would suggest you get the Mivi Roam 2, which surprisingly sounds better than this. Maybe not as loud, but definitely sounds better. For an average listener, you can get it because it's got all the bells and whistles of a Bluetooth speaker you'd want in 2022. And for 1800 rupees, it's a good deal. But don't expect too much from it in terms of audio quality. But just for casual listening and wanting something that is adequately loud and has got a decently good build, you can go for it. But if it's primarily for really good quality audio with really lots of bass and clarity, this might not be it. You might be disappointed or not if you like this kind of sound. So, well, that's my take on it. Anyway, I've spoken enough. Now I'm going to leave you with the sound test. Listen to this track at max volume and let me know in the comments below what you guys think of how it sounded. So I'll leave you with that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I think I've covered all. If there's anything else you want to know about this speaker, do let me know in the comments below. I'll try to help you out. And like I said, do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Smash that like button, share it with your friends and family. And if you do decide to pick this speaker up, even after all that I've said about it, if you think it's a good fit for you, and if this is your budget, then may I suggest you use the link of the speaker given in the description below to make your purchase so that you can help me run this channel and make more such helpful videos just for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys very soon in the next one. Cheers.